Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Critical Reactions with your host, Bryan. We're going to continue on with this week's theme of pure chaos, looking at a song that doesn't even hit 90 seconds long. I am intrigued, but also a bit scared given that we're checking out pure chaos this week. The group is called Clowncore. The track we're going to listen to today is Hell. Um, I guess let's just dive straight in and see what happens. Mm, okay. Yeah. What? I mean, what do I even say about this? Um, I'm real curious about what's going on here actually. Part of this, at least to me, definitely sounds electronic. Right? We have the snare hit, the bass kick, and just like this boom 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 kind of sound going along with the bass kick, and we get this really meaty, groovy section. It was actually utilized for the foundation of that final saxophone solo section. Um, and like this core idea is really nice. It has a steady groove to it, some nice syncopation that goes up against a more like a metronome style of just keeping the beat. We have some nice cymbal stuff going on here as well that just kind of brings the entire idea together with the drum and then this bassy sound. And all of that, though, sounds very digital. Then we have the screams, which I'm going to assume are produced by people, or at least a person. Uh, there's two types of screams. There's a growl and there's a higher pitch scream, and those seem natural to me. Acoustic, coming from vocal cords. Um, and then the saxophone, though, some of the squeaks and stuff sound very natural to me. I suppose that a really good sound library could produce most of the melodic ideas, but the random squeaks and honks, I kind of think you would need more of a natural, a person to actually do that. Know of any. I don't know of any sound libraries that include bad sounds, bad notes, incorrect playing of a saxophone. I'm sure they're out there, possibly, but I've just never come across them. But they're done in a way that makes them sound just like the typical playing. So either they did a fantastic job on the production, taking somebody just squeaking and honking and disguising it, putting on some makeup to make it sound just like their sound library, or that is a real person playing the saxophone through all of this, which at least to me, feels like a lot of effort went into making this song, which just kind of feels like chaotic comedy to me. It doesn't feel like a song done in earnest, or maybe I should say a song that has serious intentions, maybe is a better way of wording that. It feels to me like a song form of a meme. It's full of punchlines and comedic moments. It intentionally brings in chaotic elements that make no sense together, and it even adds in at the end the shave and a haircut. Uh, little lick right there. Dun da 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 da. But it does this sonic equivalent of a high effort meme with just such attention to detail in every element. It feels semi cohesive as a track if you look at the chaotic element of it as its true nature and the juxtaposing elements just being an extrapolation of the idea of creating something very chaotic. But why then, if this is just a song for the fun of it, why is there so much attention to detail? Why do they have is one of them? I'm assuming there's two because of the two masks on um the album art, though I suppose this could also just be a one person project. We've seen a lot of those lately. It's just in my mind because we've seen so many of them. Is the one person of this group, is whoever is in this group, one or more people, are any of them saxophonists? I mean, I'm not going to say that the saxophone playing here was phenomenal, one of the greats, but it wasn't a beginner either. This person knows how to play the saxophone. They have some experience with it, a year or two at least. They didn't just pick it up and learn three notes and create a simple lick like bum 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 bum. Like, it's not chaotic in just randomness. There is melody and direction in the saxophone playing. There's a lot of skill in the electronic element as well. Is this what clowncore is? Is it two people? One of them is more electronically leaning and they know how to do strong production and create tones, and the other is a saxophonist, maybe even a multi instrumentalist, and they smash their two worlds together, and that's what clowncore is? Like, I don't know. I'm seeing that this is the first track on the album. I'm also seeing a lot of really strange song titles on here. I'm kind of curious what the rest of this album brings. Um, I kind of don't want to leave it off on that, but I don't know what else to say about this. It jumps between so many different ideas and styles. We had a smooth jazz section. We have that. We have a couple of just screaming loud sections with like constant attacks. We have some more focused electronic beats and rhythms. And then we have the saxophone showing up in a couple of times, mostly to just inject these little ideas or to provide a contrast to let the listener let down their guard so they can scream at me again. But the saxophone does come in at the end for a serious, semi-serious solo before diving into an obviously tongue-in-cheek shave and a haircut bit. And just, of course, again, that was designed to get me to let down my guard so I can get screamed at again. Uh, I was expecting the two bits, and instead I got and just, I don't know what I heard. Are there lyrics to this? Let me check this out, because I didn't hear any lyrics, but I did hear talking. Well, I heard screaming. I didn't hear syllables. I just heard ah and ooh, right? Um, well, it doesn't say instrumental. Of course, there's words to this. Why didn't I hear them? So there's a right clown and a left clown. The right clown says, "All of my turds go straight to hell, a small gift for the darkness itself." And then the left clown comes in and says, "All of my farts come straight from hell. You're already dead if you notice a smell." Yeah, see, I really don't want to label it as this because there is intention to this. There is skill. There's a craft here for sure. And there's strong elements of musicianship throughout. I don't want to just shove it off as, a comedic bit, right? It is a very high execution, high quality comedic bit. But I don't just want to shove it off as purely for comedic purposes here. But it does feel like a meme in sonic form. I have a really tough time viewing this through any other lens than designed to be what the internet kids call a high quality shitpost. And that's what it feels like. And even the lyrics are just completely tongue in cheek. There's no intention at all of taking itself seriously. I'm still trying to wrap my head around where these lyrics would have come in because if it was the screaming parts, I seriously did not hear syllables at all. Um, this is just a very eclectic combination of sounds, and I'm gonna need some help here. I really am. This is where you guys come in. Please leave me some comments. I will take anything. You guys want to tell me about the composition of performers in the group? You guys want to talk to me about some of the other stuff that goes on in the albums? I know this could, for all I know, be an intro. It doesn't feel like an intro. It is its own condensed song, but it's also only a minute long. It's the first thing on the track, I mean, on the album. And that usually indicates some sort of intro thing, but it could also just be another tongue in cheek little bit of parody. I have no context for this at all. Um, do they make this music with the intent to provide comedy? I did laugh a couple of times. I felt like it was rather intentional. They set up a punchline, and then they gave the punchline, and I laughed. That's comedy. They did a really good job at that. I don't feel like they take themselves too seriously. So is this a comedy act? Or is this something a little closer to System of a Down where it can be comedic, but it is also serious? And maybe I just didn't get a song that has any of the serious elements to it. Yeah, I have a lot of questions here. Please tell me about the clown core. Um, yeah, I don't know. When you're done commenting, I mean, you guys know the drill. I don't even know if I have the mental capacity to do this. Description box has a link for Linktree. It takes you to this menu. You can pick up some merch. You can this song. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, support the channel through Patreon special selections. Above that, if you could, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. I greatly appreciate all three of those. I'm losing my mind here. I'm still thinking about it. Like, I'm trying to do my outro, but my brain is like, what was this? Why did they do this? What did this mean? I'm like, I don't know, brain, stop. None of it made any sense to me. You know that. You're my brain. Just stop. You can't figure everything out on your own. Yeah, we have a special selection coming up. Fingers crossed it's not this again. I honestly don't know what's next, but I'm gonna wager it's not a 1 minute song that is just pure chaos with the most nonsensical. I mean, the thing is, the lyrics aren't even nonsense. In a vacuum, like it makes perfect sense within itself. But like, what does any of that have to do with the song? Anyways, I'm wrapping this up. Special selection later. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. UTC. We're going to continue on and finish up this week looking at our final Pure Chaos track. And we're going to sneak in a little bit more of that Pride music. technically it's July, but also, you know what? Let's just do one more. It's always Pride, right? Uh, just a little secret between us. We're gonna extend it by a day. Yeah, that wraps it up though. Tomorrow. All right. Anyways, just remember until next time. Remember to be critical, not cynical of the music you listen to, and have a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you choose to watch my videos.